Hi you guys. Yeah, I am alive again. Thank you guys for tuning in, whether this is in the present time or if this is later. It's going to be your current time if you're watching it at any point in time. Thank you for watching my channel. I know that there are so many other channels out here, and I'm grateful that our creator God has led you to this channel. I'm going to tell you guys about, I'm not even going to just wait because I'm not all about the fluff. You guys see, I don't have one of those intros on my videos. I don't think I will ever do that. I thought about it, but I just really wanted my videos to be more authentic and to get right to the meat, get right to the nitty gritty. So, um, what better way of doing that by not having extra fluff, by not having an intro? My intro is what I need to say. Okay, so this video is going to talk about, hear me calling my mom. Hopefully she calls back because I haven't heard from her yesterday because it was her day to call. And they said she was on first on the list again. Did not hear from her. The day before that, they were supposed to call back. They didn't call back. But the source that I have, uh, excuse me, said that they didn't tell her. So, um, yeah. But anywho, so I'm gonna tell you guys about this dream that I had yesterday. First, I want to go back to the dream. If you haven't seen a dream about me in a like bridal dress, and I told you guys about the dream about how I was dressed up and how some people were liking me and other people were attacking me. Watch that video, and then I ask that you watch that video because if you do, you'll get a better understanding as to what I'm talking about right now. Okay. So after I have that dream, you guys, after I have that dream, I am like, okay, I need to get myself prepared, because I felt like that dream was part of preparing. Not only was it telling me some other things that I discussed, but the main thing was saying, in order to look as much as I did and to stay focused, in order to stay focused, you have to be prepared as much as you possibly can. And preparing means you're preparing for the good and the bad. And how do you react to things that don't, when I say good and bad, how do you react to things that are not pleasing to you or what your desired outcome is? So, sorry, you guys, I'm like dying thirsty, okay? Dying thirsty. Like, this has been one stressful, well, not a stressful week. It's actually like God is carrying me, but there have been some things that have been very unlikely happening this week. And it gave confirmation to the dream that I had before and the dream after. So, excuse me, as I'm going about the day trying to put everything together, I see that earlier this week I had that one distraction. Yesterday there was another distraction that I had, but I kind of kept focused. And of course, with your phone, if you're looking on YouTube or you're looking at something else, sometimes you can watch television a little bit too long. So I got out of that zone and kept just doing what I needed to do. So today I was like, I'm definitely gonna get some things done. I planned on taking care and going shopping Friday, but today, since I had to go out to do everything else, I said I might as well. Oh, if I have to go and thank goodness I live downtown because I took public transportation. Okay, otherwise I would have been taking an Uber and that would have cost more, or I probably would have ordered got a we don't have a go kart where you can rent cars for like super cheap like they have in Chicago and New York and Phoenix and stuff. Um, we just have Uber. The what is yeah, we just have Uber, and then we have the rental places. We have quite a bit like Avis, Enterprise, all the rental cars you can think of. We got them. So except the little Go ones, that was so cool. But anyhow, um, So yeah, I went and I was like, I have to go pay a fare. I might as well pay a daily fare, and I might as well get it all done in one day because I don't want to go out and go to different parts in different days. And there is a difference. I didn't understand it because I used to take public transportation a lot. And a lot of the times I took public transportation not just to get from point A to point B, because I used to live in like really cities where you did not need a car, or it was a little bit harder having a car. Say for instance, like New York, sometimes Chicago is very hard because of the parking, but definitely New York, like you will be coming out of more money just to park and everything else. Just take the train, take the subway, take the buses that run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Um so I didn't have a problem with that. But I remember, like, if you go and live in a town like my hometown, like they have buses, but they get finished like at 10 o'clock. And here is even earlier because this is a city town. So their buses get finished at like 8:30, 8:45, y'all. No lie. Um, so I was like, I need to hurry up and get everything done and get it knocked out of the way. And I ended up, I started planning on how I was going to do it. I wrote down my little list, revised my to-do list because I will get off track because I have 15 other projects going on at one time. It's so many things I have to do. And in order to be effective and do them right, I have to put on a schedule. So anywho, and I have to be strict with that schedule. So as I did that, I had wrote the before I even got on a bus, I had wrote down everything. This was the night before, and I'm getting my mind ready to get on the bus because when I did not do that on, was it Monday? No, Tuesday. Tuesday, because Monday I didn't get on the bus. Okay. So when I did not do that on Tuesday, I noticed that my energy levels felt so depleted. Not only that, I felt so drained, like it was out of this world. Um, and I think that's because you come across so many people and you don't have that luxury as to being in a car, as to knowing who and what comes by you and everything like that. Like it was just horrid. Like it was really, really painful sometimes. So um yeah. So as I did that, I prepared myself. I went to sleep. Y'all, when I tell y'all, this was the creepiest dream I ever seen in my life. One of the creepiest dreams. I thought the creepiest dream was the dream when I saw the man who was preaching and he was jumping around and the frog, this big, huge, like frog. It was bigger than a human, but it was a frog. So big, just started jumping. It came out of his mouth. And I was like, what kind of dream is that? Like, I was just like, I knew that I was sleeping and I knew I didn't take drugs or anything. Like, that looked like a LSD, like a dream like that. Like, it was just crazy. So, but I knew I didn't. So, take any drugs. I don't, do drugs because it creeps me out. So, anywho, seeing that dream, this is how this dream kind of came up. And what happened, what I found out is that later on, because I saw that dream like I want to say 3 or 4 years. It's probably on the later end of 4 years from when I first saw that dream. When I first saw that dream, that that person, I thought it was my pastor, but it ended up being somebody else's pastor. It was an actual person that looked just like who he was. And I found out that literally, the word that was given to me in there was saying false prophet. But I didn't know that frog, I didn't understand what that meant. But it's a frog like spirit. And it was three big, nasty frogs, y'all. Three. It was three big, nasty, manly, like it was not manly, like huge animalistic. They were big, like monstrous frogs. Um, but I found out that was a analytical, not a literal term, but just a metaphorical analytical term. Thing that I saw spiritually with the frogs. It was just saying this guy was full of lies and he was not of Christ, which I found out he really wasn't. This guy used, like, when I saw him in real life, I was like, what the heck? And then God brought it to my memory in that. But that's a whole nother story, y'all. Anywho, I don't want to get off track, but the reason why I'm telling you this is because I'm the dream that I had yesterday was way wickeder than the dream that I saw the guy. So there was a lady who brought me to this guy's church. I talked to you guys about this whole situation. I was just like, I couldn't pick up how I knew her because I remembered her a little bit, but I remembered the church and I remembered the guy. So when I got to the church, it was like, aha. So, anywho, yesterday, I want you guys to remember that when I say the lady brought me to the church and how I recognized the church in the dream, and that's how I knew, whatever. Okay, because that makes a difference. Sorry for the shaking. I'm gonna try to get this off my lap. Let's move. Sorry, you guys. Okay, that thing is huge. It's like 64 ounces. Yeah, I drink 64 ounces of coffee sometimes. Yikes. So anyhow, as I'm praying to God, like, God, what is this? I just got really silent. I've been trying to get a little bit closer to God because I know time really is getting short. I'm tired of pretending. Like, it's like, come on. Some people are still in the loop and really think like this is not going to happen. Like, I'm just so tired of pretending, and I'm tired of being around people who can't see it, because what I do know is that people who are unknowledgeable, we suffer from lack of knowledge. And people who, if you are around people who are unknowledgeable and they know one thing or they've been told something that is not true, and they believe a lie and they believe stuff, oh, they will beat you down. Okay, you can get hurt trying to save somebody else. There are many people who try to teach people how to be nonviolent and all that, and end up losing their life over some people who get mad at the heat of the moment and trying to kill each other. So, and that terminology, I literally have been getting closer to God and just trying to get my life together, trying to get my life back, because I know that there's a life after this. And when it's time for me to stand, I know I'm not gonna be perfect, but I pray, I pray, and I ask God to, Jesus Christ, to stand in the midst of, before me and say that He knows me. Like, forget all that. Forget all these people. Forget all the extra stuff. It's cool. If you don't like me today, I don't care. If you don't like me tomorrow, I don't care. But for me, I was like, look, I need to get myself together. I want to get my house in order. I'm not in response. I used to be like, well, help my family with all this. Yes, help my family. But if they don't go, don't hold me back. If they don't go, don't hold me back. God, don't, that's on them. Everybody got an opportunity to do what they wanted to do. And I didn't understand that, but I understand that now. Okay. People make their own choices now. They make their own choices because they can make a choose to do everything. But anyhow, trying to get back on the subject, y'all. Get back on the subject. So I'm asking God, like, what is this? Because y'all, my appliances wasn't working. I knew this was some kind of spiritual warfare. So I was standing my word, praying. I'm keeping, the music still on, anything, keep it with God, keep my vibration up, y'all, like just straight up, and I noticed that the more I did that, the more attacks, meaning the more people that I haven't seen in a long time, we had falling outs, just weird falling outs, just come out the blue like nothing's happened. I had a neighbor who didn't even fancy me. All of a sudden, she trying to give me stuff. Ain't nobody nobody's fool. I already knew what you was. But anyhow, so yes, I was going through that. I went to sleep, y'all. When I went to sleep, it was, a matter of fact, it was like a little bit, how when you get to that close to being asleep, but you're not fully asleep, where your whole body is, y'all, all I see was screaming. I'm like, what is this? Like, And these people were just screaming at me, just like, what the heck? So I saw this lady, and I remembered the lady, and the lady favored the guy who was the frog, who had the frog coming out of his mouth. Remember, I told you guys the lady who brought me to that church, so that's who it was. Okay. So as I'm seeing this person, and they were looking kind of slithery, but a little bit younger, but it was weird. So I'm like, what the heck? And they had on red lipstick, y'all. It was just red. And they had this, I mean, their hair was like, it was like theirs. You could tell it looked like them, but at the same time, it was a snake. And you know how the snake, like a viper, opens up like that? That's exactly how her mouth went. And it opened up like, and I was like, what? So at this time, I'm not afraid like the other time, like, what is this trying to find out? I just go in and start cutting them, like cutting her head. So as I cut her head, y'all, I mean, she looked like herself, but I mean, like a snake. All this part, when she opened up her mouth, it was like a viper, like some kind of viperous, python-ish snake, And I've seen a lot of snakes in my dreams. I've never seen any colorful ones. I always see like gray or black or really, really dark black. Never seen a white one or anything like that. But I've seen a lot. Some of them are like rattlesnakes. Some of them are. Most of them that I see are like boa constrictors. In my dreams. Now I've seen other snakes, pythons, but I never seen them in their face, like face to face. So this person, like I said, they were like, and I was just cutting them, like, what the heck? Get out of my face! Like I didn't care. Like, get out of my face! Like just like that. And soon as I was cutting them, like they were getting weaker, but I had to continuously like cut their head off, and they kept replenishing, rejuvenating. I was cutting their head off, cutting their head off, cutting their head off, and it just kept rejuvenating. But then it finally got little, and I still was cutting it. Like I would wait until it fully grow, and then it's like, and it clap. Like I wouldn't wait till like it just started forming up. I would wait until it form up, open its mouth, and then cut it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a special thing with when. I'm going to look that up with pythons and things like that, because that's what it looked more like, a python, not a boa constrictor. This definitely was like a different kind of snake, because this snake was not attacking me with its body. It was attacking me with the head. So I was like, oh my goodness, it's this person. Now I've already known this person is into a lot of stuff. Like God showed me that in the spirit, and I was like, okay, have nothing to do with this person. And I prayed, and keep the blockage, keep them far away from me, but I know that they're still trying to make access. I do know that for certain. But as long as I'm with God, I try to keep that cool, So after that, now I'm thinking that the dream is going to end and I'm going to wake up. No, I end up back at that church, y'all. Yeah, the same church that I just told you guys about the guy who I saw that was preaching, and three big, nasty looking, manly, monstrous frogs came out this man's mouth that was bigger than his whole body. And on there, when I got to the church that I saw, I was at the front. Like they got a little cabin where they got this little thing over there where you can go into the church. Well, the lady, I don't even know if that was her or not, because it was a dark-skinned lady, but she was at the top of the church, like some kind of poltergeist, she looked like a Bride of Chucky. Like the face was really, really like, and then like this, but she looked like she had on all white, but it was a dingy white, y'all. It was a dingy white, and she was so mad at me. But I was just looking at the thing, and I don't know why I was not nervous, because that did look freaky after I got up. But in the dream, I was cracking up like, get your off of that doggone church. Like, get your crazy. And I was just like, you little poltergeist. That's how I was saying, like, you little poltergeist. Like, I wasn't saying no scripture. No, that's what just weirded me out with the whole dream. Like, and I knew she was mad, but I was going to kick her butt. Like, I knew I was going, like, it. it was like almost me in real life, like how I would be if somebody was to really tick me off. No, well, I'll say back in the day, like if somebody was to really tick me off, I would take off my shoes and then be ready to fight. That's how I was with this person. And the guy was in the back, like under, like it was this like hooded, um, you know how people have a walkway, but they have like a tent over the church thing, like a little hood, um, little thing. So it was one of those things, and he was hidden. The pastor was hidden underneath the little underneath the post underneath by the door. He was hidden, but the lady was out in front, and I was just like, oh nah, like I'm still gonna get you and him. I don't know why I always say that in my dreams. Have y'all ever? If you guys never seen Friday with Ice Cube and matter of fact, this movie Friday with who plays Smokey? I forgot. Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker. Okay, the first Friday. And you seen the guy, Wendell. His real name is Wendell, but he played Big Worm, and he was asking Smokey, like, did you smoke my stuff? Like, did you smoke my products? You know, they were talking about, you know, paraphernalia. They was talking about marijuana, but and Smokey says no, and he's like, he finally tells him that he is, but he says, you know what? If you don't give me my money, I'm gonna kill you and him, like that. That's, I don't know why, but it seems like that is an indication. I don't even have to watch this movie, and I had that happen to me. And I don't know, my attitude is kind of something like that. Like, if you mess with me, I don't care. I'm getting you and the person next to you, or you and, you know, like that kind of thing. So that's what I got out of that dream. I was like, I'm still gonna kick your butt and his butt, even though he's hiding. And I woke up and I was like, what the heck? Now that happened when like I told you, I had that dream with the boa constrictor or whatever, and I had someone luring me into a cave, and God was telling me those who lead will be led. Meaning that if you try to trick people during this time and you think that you're getting over and you're misleading people, when it's your time to come out, don't think that it's going to be a safe ride. You know, God might, you know, accept you. You say, forgive me and all that, but your way out is not going to be a easy plunge. Like, it's not going to be easy, because that's what God said. Like, those who lead will be led. That's exactly what was, you know, and I think God was showing me in that other dream that was going to happen. Like, the guy was leading me into the cave, but in reality, which I see now, he led himself into that cave. You know, that woman was, you know, beguiling him to lead me into the cave, and they were trying to take advantage of me, but the tables have turned. But even in this dream, it was showing me confirmation that because that viper should have took me out at the beginning, that I was winning, like God was with me and I was winning. So I had to share that dream because I was like, dang, that was deep. Like, and plus I never, like I said, I've never had an interaction with fighting this was a face to face. So that meant that whatever was trying to get me, they couldn't get me behind. They had to face me off. You know, they had to try to knock me off. The next obstacle is going to be face to face. And it kept coming back. You know, even though it was fainter, it was still coming. It was regenerating and still trying to attack. Like, and I can't remember that. I can remember all that. So yeah. So today, as I get up, I'm like, I'm not having it. You know, boom, I'm praying. You know, I'm getting myself together, anointing my house. And I get outside, y'all. I almost missed the bus. So I'm like, that's okay. It's early in the day. No, I woke up. Matter of fact, I woke up like at, I want to say 10. So I had to, usually I work up really early, and I was planning on getting up and being out by 7. So that didn't work. So I was like, cool. whatever. I still got the whole day. I still have enough time to do everything that I need to do and get it done completely and come back and, get prepared for the next day. So, yeah, I ended up missing the bus. After that, I go back home. I'm like, well, if I miss the bus, I might as well get the next one. And I'm going to take my little dolly trolley thing so I can get, because I'm going to go grocery shopping today, even though I was going to do it Friday, but I need groceries. I have vegetables and I have no condiments to make like salads. I have nothing else, no fruits, stuff like that. I need that. I could eat canned goods, but I'm trying my best not to eat the canned goods. And if you heard what I said before, you kind of know why. But anyhow, so and you guys know I still plant. I still have, I gotta replant too, y'all. I really do. So yeah, look, so I went and did that. When I got on this bus, y'all, I seen everybody and they mama on this bus. Not only that, it was so many distractions. I wasn't even hungry. I felt the urge to go and eat some fast food. I'm like, I'm not even hungry. Like, where did that even come from? Just like distractions of people doing stuff. Come on, let's go hang out. Let's go have a drink. Let's go eat somewhere. Let's go do this. Like, no. People that I hadn't talked to in a long time that most of the I wish, I'm gonna be honest, I wish I don't see them ever again. I wish the best for them. I don't wish them dead. I wish them abundant life. Just not with me. Okay. I saw them. Everyone that used to that wanted to talk to me, used to talk to me, knew me, didn't know me, hate me. They were there. Okay. I didn't have a chance to breathe. My buggy went off. It was just so many obstacles. Like, and I just got this buggy. My buggy started falling apart. Um, I ended up missing the other bus coming back, but it was good. It was all good because that bus comes like every 30 minutes. So it wasn't too bad. I know people in like Chicago and New York, like 30 minutes, like things come every 5 to 10 minutes. No. And this is one bus that comes every 30 minutes. The other ones, well, two of them come every 30 minutes, but the rest of them come every hour. So, like where I live at, that's true. Even though they saying it's a city, baby, it's a town. It is a town. It's a town. Okay. And now those buses don't go to most of the places where I used to live at. That bus did not reach it. That bus didn't go nowhere near that spot. So in a way, I'm kind of happy I'm downtown, but in a way, kind of not. So, yeah, I really had one heck of a time, y'all. I had one heck of a time. And even though that happened, God has been keeping me focused. And I see like it's like even just like that Viper opening up and going and doing all that other stuff, like it wasn't prevailing. Like I was prevailing over the Viper every time. Like when it opened its mouth, I would cut it and be like, nope, nope. And I would just wait. I wasn't even getting nervous. I would just wait till they like. And then the last time I was doing this, and it waited, and then it tried to get close, and then I was like, clip. I just waited for the right timing to clip it off. So yeah, and like I said, God, I really do believe that God was letting me know that, there are gonna be many attacks, but I'll be able to stand with him, and I believe today was a great example, y'all. Both of my wheels fell off the little buggy. I couldn't even like it was just ridiculous, y'all. It was ridiculous. People who I thought didn't care about, I didn't even think about, who wanted to take my head up. I met some people who wanted to fight me who didn't even know it was me. Um, yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to call my mom. Oh yeah, I also talked to uh to the shoot. I also talked to the attorneys, and they are trying to make they're trying to get a court date this month. Even though I feel like this half of the month, but I'm gonna take it for what it is. Look, I'm gonna take it for what it is. Can't complain. Okay, where is that number? There we go.
State Hospital. Please listen carefully to the following up. Wait while I transfer your call.
Richmond State Hospital operator.
Hi, I'm calling for 420 Unit A.
1 moment, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got the nice guy again. You're welcome.
28, this is Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. I'm calling for Patricia Dean. The unit code is 420 Unit A.
Are you here tonight? I believe she's sleeping, but I will let her know that you called, and I'll have her call you back, okay?
Okay, so she's got to take her medicine, though, within, like, the hour,
so
right?
I think they do meds at 7 or 8. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, then I'm going to call and try. Okay, I'll call and try around 7.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so, which I want to say I want to believe him, but at this point, I don't even know what to believe. Well, I would say this. They don't have my trust. As you guys can tell, time and time again, they have not told the truth in a lot of these scenarios. So for me, it's almost like an extra step I have to jump on and do. So, do I trust them? No. No. Do I trust? Am I okay? Am I against them? No, I'm not against any mental institution because they do. Most of them, what they're set out to do is to do a great thing. But like I said, for this particular one, no. Okay. I honestly felt like I wish she was at Logansport, and the reason is because there was not these many restrictions on her. She was able to contact who she wanted to contact when she wanted to contact, people. And it made it good because it made her feel like she was more in charge, versus, us calling and then we're hanging up, which is spreading more germs. Ridiculous. And then having them to telling them and then having them to call back. And then at one time they were trying to get them to remember the number. It's ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, but I thank you guys so much for listening. If you guys have any insight on that dream, like any more insight that I didn't see, definitely let me know. Oh, I did tell you guys that she was wearing white. It was like a cream, but it was a dingy. And it almost reminded me of the person that was yelling at me at the other dream. Almost the same color dress later, as she got angry. But yeah, so I'm going to get off here. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem. And thank you so very, very much.